put these to work. I did these two. I like this corner.
It's got to be fun. Yes.
All right, what do you guys want to, I'm Peret, by the way, thank you for being here. What do y'all want to work on today? Anything going on?
I'm waiting for treats. Say it again.
Hamstrings are a little tight.
Oh, that's good. Core. No, not that much.
You're like, wait, I don't want to be the person that asks for core.
No, I said more.
Oh, more. Got it. I've had people do that before in class, and everybody else is like, no. That's good. Anything for you?
Hamstrings.
I mean, everything's messed up, so.
Whole body situation? You got it. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really happy to be with you today. Let's go ahead and start our backs. Lay down. I think, you have blocks. Put a block next to you. We'll use that. Yeah, very good. All right. Once you get on your back, go ahead and close your eyes. And just allow yourself to take a few deep breaths and settle into your body. Let the breath flow in through your nose and then down into your belly. And exhale it out and really press the belly in and up to expel all the air. Put a little effort on the exhalation. Got a few more breaths to just be in your body. Give yourself a second to just arrive here. Consciously make a choice to let go of anything that came before this class and anything that may or may not come after. Consciously make the choice to be in this moment. And it's very likely you're going to have to do that 100 more times in the next 10 minutes. Continually make the choice to be right in this moment. Let go of everything that came before class, everything that may or may not come afterwards. And then slow your breath down. And know that in every single moment you are completely held and completely worthy. Go ahead and give yourself a couple more deep breaths. Good. Now, on your next inhalation, hug your knees into your chest, giving them a little hug, a little squeeze. Just notice what that does. You might feel this in your low back or your glutes or maybe the back of your legs. Sometimes often the shoulders as well as the arms reach up. Just notice where you feel it. Notice where your body is today. And maybe take your knees in a circle one direction, massaging the sacrum and the low back on the ground. Just notice that. Let go of everything that came before this moment and everything that may or may not come after. Make the conscious choice to be right here in this moment. Circle your knees the other direction. And even though it's a very similar movement, just notice the subtleties of changing direction, what that does. Release your right leg down to the ground and then straighten your left leg up towards the ceiling. Interlace your hands behind your left thigh. Good. And begin to straighten your left leg as much as you can. So keep your fingers interlaced, but then press against your fingers. And do your best to completely straighten your left leg as much as you can. Flex your foot, spread your toes apart. Good. Now draw your shoulder blades down towards the ground so the upper back is engaged. Yes, that's it. Beautiful. Keep the left leg as straight as you can. Now, when I say that, it's very likely it has a bend in it, but keep that engagement towards trying to keep it straight. That little engagement makes a big difference. Take about 2 more deep breaths. Good. Now walk your hands up the back of your leg, lift your head, neck, and chest up off the ground. Pull your leg up towards your head a little bit. Find a stretch in the back of the leg and still, see if you can keep your leg as straight as possible. Find that engagement. Flex your foot, spread your toes apart. Good. Keep length in the front of your neck. The tendency is to want to kind of tuck the chin in, but keep it long and it'll engage the back of the neck a little bit more. Good. Then take a deep breath down into your belly. There you go, everything down to the ground. Reach your arms over your head and just enjoy a nice little stretch. Oh my goodness. Wake up this beautiful Thursday morning. Feel the entirety of your body. And just send it a lot of love and a lot of appreciation and a lot of thank yous. And then again, hug both of your knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Notice what you notice. And again, let go of everything that came before this moment and everything that may or may not come after. Just allow yourself to be right here and right now. Circle the knees one way a couple times. And then circle the knees another way a couple times. Right, beautiful. So the left leg goes down to the ground, the right leg straightens up towards the sky. Interlace your hands behind your thigh. Keep the interlace, so you're going to keep your fingers interlaced, don't really let them go. But do your best to straighten out your right leg. So consistently engaging your quads, the front of your thigh, to try to straighten out your knee. Press up through the base of your heel, flex your foot, spread your toes, and then draw your shoulders down towards the ground so that your back is nice and neutral. And just feel that lengthening on the back of the leg. Give yourself a couple deep breaths down into your belly. Good, keep the engagement of your right leg, and then again, consciously let go of anything that came before class and anything that may or may not come after. One thing that I used to say to myself was that this effort to try to stay in the moment, like this continuous reminder, meant that I'm not good at it. I'm not good at this yoga thing. I'm not good at so many things, so many reasons. Walk your hands up the back of your leg, lift your head, neck, and chest. Keep your leg as straight as you can as you pull it up towards your head. But really the reality is that this is how it kind of goes. It's not necessarily that you're perfect at it, it's that you have decided that you can put in the effort, that you can stay with it. You have that sort of stick-to-itiveness. Take about 3 or 4 more breaths and enjoy the feeling here. Get long through the front of the neck. Almost like you're trying to sit your head back into a head rest. You'll feel your neck muscles really engaged. All right, 1 more deep breath, and the exhale, everything comes down to the ground. I don't remember the exact number. Reach your arms up over your head. But I'm pretty sure, oh gosh, now who made the light bulb? Edison. I was like, the name was not coming to me. The Thomas Edison made 1,000 different prototypes before something lit up. 1,000 times before he figured out the light bulb. And then again, hug your knees into your chest. So really the game is to fail. The game is to fail over and over and over and over. Roll over to one side, come into a fetal position. And then pop yourself up to a seat. Send your legs out straight. Place your hands down by your side. Good. Curl your toes back up towards your body. Spread your toes. Like get your legs engaged. Now keep your knees bent by pressing your heels down, but then engage your quads as much as you can so your legs get straighter, but they're strong. You're not locking the knees. It's a different sort of straight. Place your hands to either side. Don't put your weight in your hands, but lift your spine up. Chin is about parallel to the ground, and then feel the space you just created and the strength you just created. And again, let go of everything that came before class and everything that may or may not come after. We've got to learn to start to embrace the idea of failing at something over and over and over and over and over. It's the idea of staying in the game, staying with it. Take 2 more deep breaths, nice and tall. Good. Now inhale, lift your arms up over your head. Stay really long through your spine and begin to fold forward. And then just let your hands come down to either side of your legs, wherever they end up. And then come onto the tips of your fingers and start to walk them out like little baby spiders, reaching long, long, long through your arms. It's going to lengthen out the side of your body. And then take about 3 or 4 more deep breaths here. Keep your legs engaged. Curl the toes back, press the heels down, engage the quads. Nice. It's not easy, right? It's not supposed to be perfect. You're not supposed to get it right. It's the idea of staying in the game. Staying right on the court. Take 1 more deep breath in and then let it out. Good. We're going to stay in the forward fold, but lift up a little bit out of the depth of it. And then reach your left hand over to the outside edge of your right leg somewhere. And then put your left hand, or your right hand, sorry, on your hip and twist. Take a deep breath here. Whew. Gotta take 1 more full breath in, full breath out. All right, inhale, come back to center, and then switch sides. So now the right hand goes to the outer edge of your left leg somewhere. Right hand or left hand to your hip, or you can put it on the ground next to your hip. And take a couple deep breaths. All right, inhale, come back up to center, reach your arms up high, and then bring your hands together in front of your heart. Nice job. Grab the back of your thighs, pull your knees up, and then swing your feet around to one side. Let's pop up over the tabletop. All right, curl your toes under and then lift your hips, downward facing dog. Let's go right ahead into it. Take some time to walk it out here. And bend your knee. You can wag your hips side to side, look under shoulders. Lately, I've been really enjoying like flipping 1 foot almost to warrior 3 position and then pressing that hip up and away. Seems to kind of move the SI joint. Feels great. You can try it if you'd like. Just move in a way that feels best for your body. Right, and just knowing that as long as you're showing up with like the fullness of your presence and the fullness of your enthusiasm and the fullness of your ability, that you're doing it right. It's not about getting it right. 1,000 times before I found something that worked. Take about 3 more deep breaths. I've been practicing yoga for, I don't even know how long now. 12, 13, 14, 15 years. And I'm still like, how do I do this pose? What is this? Walk your feet forward to your hands. It's not about getting it right. There's really no such thing. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse, come all the way up to standing. Reach your arms high, reach your heart. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart. Beautiful. And again, lift the arms and exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back as you breathe out. Then inhale, lift your arms up over your head. High lunge. Right back down. Exhale, hands to the ground, and step your left leg back. Plank pose. You can do plank from your toes or from your knees. As you exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale and take 3 cobra poses. Now it's the beginning of class. They might be pretty low. Just let them be what they need to be. So inhale to lift and exhale to lower. 3 total. And on that 4th inhalation, curl the toes under, press up into a plank, and then downward facing dog. As you breathe out, we'll meet there. Take a few deep breaths. Now, we've been in down dog already, right? We kind of worked it out. We moved a lot externally in the body. So keep the external movements a little bit subtler, but start to look inside. So what muscles need to engage? Can you roll the inner arms up a little? Can you slightly bend the knees to pop the hips up and lengthen the spine? Finding just more subtle, intricate little adjustments this time. Right? Knowing that there's no such thing as perfect. You're just here to show up. You're just here to try. Take one more deep breath. And then as you exhale, walk, step, or hop your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse, come all the way up to standing, reach your arms. Bring your hands together in front of you. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the arms. And exhale, dive right back down, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, step your left leg back into a lunge. Inhale, right up into a high lunge. Lift up, lift the heart. And then exhale, right back down. Hands to either side of the right foot and step it back. Lower all the way down to the ground. That's a big exhale. And inhale, 3 cobra poses. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Just let the back tell you how high to go. There's no right or wrong here. There's really no goal that you're supposed to get to other than just to be with your body. On that 4th inhalation, rise back up to plank pose, and then exhale, downward facing dog. And again, we'll take a couple breaths. So we just allow the movement to get more and more subtle. Right? We just find more maybe the energetic movement in our body. If your joints are locked, energy can't move through legs or arms. Just notice that. Keep the legs and arms engaged, the hips lifted. Take one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, hop or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse, come all the way up, reach your arms up. Now this time sit down into chair pose. Hands at heart center chair pose. Prop the hips back behind you so much that it feels as though you might fall backwards. Put a lot of weight in your heels. Good, but then engage your feet so you press the bowel mounds of your feet down. Good. And put your right foot up on top of your left thigh in a figure 4. Stay seated as deeply as possible. I know it sucks. But sucking is no reason to stop, right? Or is it? Sometimes, right? But also no. Move your hips back a little bit more. Now, don't necessarily lean forward, but see if you can make the whole pose shrink down a little bit. Oh yeah, there you go. Try 2 more breaths. All right, inhale, rise up, reach the arms high, and then exhale, put your right foot down next to your left. Hands together in front of your heart. All right, inhale, take your arms up and out, lift your heart as you go. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart, on the knees, Uttanasana chair pose, sit your hips back and down. And really move the hips back, like you're trying to sit backwards, like, sorry, this might not pertain to you, but imagine you're trying to pee over a porta potty.
Make try.
Yeah, this is like actually not touching public potty That's brilliant. Left foot up on top of the right thigh.
do that in a porta potty?
What's that?
This part? Should we do
No,
this in the
no,
porta
that would be
potty?
dangerous.
Yeah.
The cell phones would drop in there and everything. It'd be horrible. Flex your right foot, or your left foot, sorry. Yes, beautiful. And then press the left ankle down on the top of the right thigh. So your hips engage. Move your hips back a little bit, and then again, just try to shrink the whole pose. Think of a slinky, like smooshing in. Yes, beautiful. 2 more breaths. Just remember, you're not here to get this right. You're here to find that path. Inhale, rise up, reach the arms high. And exhale, hands together, foot down. Whew. Nice job. Inhale, lift your arms. Let's grab onto the right wrist with the left hand. Give it a little yank and pull it over to the left. Send your hips to the right. Inhale, come back up to center. Switch arms, other side. Send your hips to the left. And inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, fold forward. Find your breath. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Step your right leg back. Come into a lunge. Inhale, lift your arms up over your head. High lunge. Good. Exhale, a vertical twist to the left. Keep the back leg strong. Inhale, come back up to center. And then exhale, release your hands down to the ground. Step the left leg back, lower all the way to the mat. That's one big exhale. Whew. Inhale, your version of 3 cobra poses. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Find the muscles in your back. Try not to use your arms that much. They're more of a guide than a forceful entity. On that 4th inhalation, rise up to plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then just remind yourself, let go of everything that came before class and everything that may or may not come after. Stay in this moment. Fail at it again, and then remind yourself, stay in this moment. Let go of everything that came before and everything that may or may not come after. Take one more deep breath, and as you exhale, hop, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse, reach the arms high, lift your heart, little back bend. And then again, bring the hands together in front of the heart as you sit back and down. Yeah, public porta potty pose. All right, now this time wrap your right knee over the top of your left knee. And we're going to do eagle with the legs. Keep the left knee bent. I promise it will make this one a little bit easier to wrap. If you need to put your right foot on the ground or on a block, please do. Or see if you can get the right foot to start wrapping behind the left shin. It doesn't matter if it gets there. It's the effort of pulling in that matters. Take your arms out to a T shape and then wrap your right elbow underneath your left. And you can just give yourself a hug, or you can kind of, from the hug, start to bring the back of the hands together. And anywhere they end up is fine. If they do touch, you can cross the hands. Lift your elbows to about the same height as your shoulders. Beautiful. Send your hips back a little bit. Good. And then again, shrink the whole pose down. That's it. Take one more deep breath in here. And out. Inhale, rise up, release the hands, lift your right leg up in front of your body. And then exhale, hands together in front of your heart, foot down. Nice job. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the heart. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and sit down, Uttanasana, chair pose. Just one more time to kind of get it wrong, right? It's like this moment where I decided to embrace failing totally changed everything in my life. Wrap the left foot over the top of, left knee over the top of your right knee. Wrap up, just find the best wrap you have today. Maybe your left foot is on the ground or block. Maybe it starts to wrap behind the right shin. Take the arms out to the side and then wrap the left elbow underneath the right. Lift your elbows up to about the same height as your shoulders. Embracing failing is like a way of being. Think about that for a minute. The word failing is like taboo, right? Do you think when I say it, you're kind of like, ugh. Inhale, unwrap, lift your arms up, lift your left knee up. And then exhale, hands together, foot down. Nice job. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold, step your left foot back into a lunge. Inhale, bring your arms up over your head, high lunge, lift the heart. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Keep the back leg strong. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, big exhale. Plant the hand, step the right foot back, lower all the way down. Whew. 3 cobra poses. Take your time. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Yes, beautiful. Good. When you're done, find child's pose. Lift your hips up and back. Reach your heart forward. Just pause for a couple deep breaths. Then again, notice. Let go of everything that came before class and everything that may or may not come after. For this next breath, stay right here in this exact moment. Embracing failure as a way of being. Changed my life. What stopped was all the negative talk in my head. What started was more passion, more desire. What was there was just the ability to have fun and play. Take 2 or 3 more breaths. When you're ready, on an inhale, curl the toes under and lift your hips, downward facing dog. And then I want you to show up to this down dog like there's no chance you're going to get it right, but you're going to put your effort here. You're going to put your attention here. You're going to show up like it really matters. That the effort is what matters, not the perfect. That the desire is what matters, not the shape. Good. One more full breath in. And out. Okay. Hop or step to the top of the mat. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse. Bring your arms high. Lift your heart. This is always a little back bend. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart. And put your weight into your right foot and then lift your left foot up into tree pose. So you can balance here with the toe on the ground, put your foot on your shin, or bring your foot all the way up above your knee. Try to avoid that knee joint. You don't want to stress out your knee. You need those for later. Press your left foot into your right leg and then push your right leg back into your left foot. So your hips, your inner thighs start to engage a little more. Good. Now squeeze the left glute and see if you can press your left hip forward as you bring the right one back. It'll challenge your balance. And again, this is not about getting it right. It's about showing up with complete, utter honesty. Putting in all of your effort, all of your desire. Lift your arms up. Find whatever pose in the arms feels right. Maybe they come to a V or reach straight up. Maybe you interlace the hands behind your head. Anything goes. Take 2 more breaths. All right, keep the arms high. Release your foot, bring your knees straight forward. And then as you exhale, press the foot straight back and come into a lunge. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart. So hands stay together and just take your hands down and put them on the outer edge of your knee. And then start to slide your right forearm down until your elbow and your knee come together. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart and twist. Now lean back. Keep your elbow hooked around the knee, but lean back slightly. Pull the belly back away from your right thigh. Get the back leg nice and strong. Just take a couple deep breaths. There you go. Good, you got it. One more deep breath in. Full breath out. Now on this next inhalation, do your best. Step your left foot forward and come into a chair twist. Woo! Not supposed to get it right. It's challenging, right? It's challenging to show up to something and be like, what the hell? Right? But it's really about putting in all of your focus. Take one more deep breath in and out. Nice job, everyone. Lift all the way up. Reach your arms high. And then bring your hands together behind your heart. Repose, other side, left foot down, right leg up. Whatever version of tree. So you can be here, foot on the ground, foot on chin, or foot right above the knee. Just avoid that whole knee joint. Press your right foot into your left leg. Press your left leg back into your right foot. So you really engage the hips and legs. Then squeeze your right glute like you mean it and push your right hip forward as you pull the left one back. Then maybe the arms reach somehow. Challenge your balance, you guys. Challenge it. Like do your best to fail. What if that happened? Like what if we really showed up in a way that we were like, I'm gonna push it to my limits to see what I'm capable of. To see what's possible. I mean, you might blow yourself away, you might completely fail, and just be like, cool, whatever. But here you are, showing up completely for your life. That's what you get. Take one more deep breath in and out. Keep the arms high, lift your left knee in front of your body, and as you exhale, send it all the way back into a lunge. Inhale, lift the arms high. Exhale, vertical twist. Was it to your left, right? Inhale, come back to the center. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and then dive your hands down to the outer edge of your knee. Slide down until elbow and knee connect and then bring your hands together to twist. So find that little prayer pose. Now here's the fun part. Here's the key. Keep the elbow connected so it's wrapped around the outer edge of the knee, but lean back. Oh, you feel that in that twist? Draw the left shoulder back a little bit. Oh, there you go. 2 more breaths. Now, are you already trying to strategize how to not fail this next version of stepping forward? I know you are. It's cool. And your next exhale, step your right foot forward. Oh, beautiful, you guys. Isn't that the fun thing? We just get to show up completely. Here we are. One more breath. And then inhale, rise all the way up. Reach the arms up. And then bring your hands together and just close your eyes. Maybe the hands stay at heart, maybe the arms go down by your side. Just find your body in space. Like feel yourself in this moment. Notice what it takes mentally, physically, just to show up to life. Completely. The outcome isn't what matters. The idea of embracing failure is just because our mind is like wired to hate it. Right? So change that. Then you can completely show up. Take 2 more breaths and really feel that energy and that power in your body. Inhale, lift your arms high. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, fold. Step your right foot back into a lunge. Inhale, rise all the way up. Lift the arms high. Exhale, vertical twist to your left. Inhale, back to center. Good. Dive your hands down to the outer edge of your knee and come into a twist. One more time. Lean back a little bit. Draw your belly button back away from your thigh. Good. Engage your back leg a little bit more. That's it. Beautiful. Okay, now this time, inhale, swing your right arm forward and all the way up and around. Into the warrior two. Turn around. There you go. Inhale, straighten your left leg and bring your arms up over your head. And exhale, bend into your left knee, warrior two. That's it. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, straighten and lift the arms. And exhale, bend. Nice job last one. That's okay. Good. Now just pause here and find the pose. Find the pose in all its glory and all its mistakes, everything that you do right or wrong. But here, you get the chance to totally show up. Sure. One more breath. And then reach the left arm up and back. Reverse warrior. Keep the bend of your knee long through the left side. Take about 3 or 4 deep breaths. Just remind yourself, all that matters is you showing up. Right? Let go of everything that came before this moment, everything that may or may not come after. One more deep breath in, one more complete breath out. All right, inhale, warrior two, and straighten out your left leg, left leg. Reach your left arm forward, and then come on down. Trikonasana, triangle pose. So your left hand is either on the ground or on a block. It could be right in front of or right behind your front foot. And look up at your right hand. Okay. Take 3 more breaths. There you go. Good. Look down at your right foot. Bend your right knee. Put both of your hands down. So you want to come into like a warrior two shape in your legs. So the back foot is parallel to the shorter edge of your mat. And then walk your hands forward and out to the right towards the front edge of your mat there. And then reach your arms. And as you reach your arms, lift your hips up and back so you're stretching your spine long, very much like you do in the downward facing dog. Y'all feel your hips here? I hope you do. Now, squeeze your left glute muscles so that the left leg rolls back and the left knee moves back. And then just feel like, I know, I really shake in this pose. Just let it be what it is. One more deep breath in here and out. Awesome. Walk your hands to the right, come into a wide-legged forward fold. Pivot your left toes to point towards the longer edge of your mat. Oh. Lean a bit forward so the weight is in the ball mounds of your toes. But then muscularly drive your heels down so the back of the legs engage. Now as you press the heels down, lift the skin on the back of your glutes and the back of your thighs up. Now the weight is still forward in the ball mounds of your feet. You're just doing this muscularly, energetically in the back of the legs. Then really let your whole spine just drop down towards the ground. Oh. 2 more deep breaths, everyone. Good. Inhale, lift about halfway up. Keep your left hand on the ground. Lift the right arm up to twist. Two more breaths. Excellent. Lower the right hand down. Keep it on the ground. Lift your left arm up to twist. One more deep breath. Awesome. Lower your left hand back down. And walk your hands back to the front of your mat, coming into the lunge. Step your left leg back, plank pose, lower down to the ground. And then at the pace that is right for you, find 3 cobra poses again. Nice job. When you're done, press up into plank pose, inhale, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in a full breath. Just allow yourself to completely show up. Whatever happens. Let go of whatever came before class, whatever may come after. That's it. One more deep breath. Hop or stack to the top of your mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse, rise all the way up, reach the arms up. And then exhale, fold all the way down again. Right back down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back. One more time in the lunge. Inhale, lift your arms high. And exhale, vertical twist to your right. Inhale, come back up to center. Good. Hands together in front of the heart, dive your hands down to either side of your knee, or to the outside edge of your knee, sorry. Around here. And twist. Good. Draw your belly button back away from your thigh, lean back slightly, and take a nice deep breath in. And out. Okay, now let the left hand kind of drop down and reach forward, and as you inhale, rise all the way up and spin around into warrior two. Inhale, straighten the right leg, bring your arms up over your head. Exhale, bend the right knee, warrior two again. Inhale, straighten, arms come up. And exhale, bend. Hold on, everyone, one more time. Good. And then just find the pose. Find the pose in all of its glory and all of its flaws and everything that shows up for you. And just know that if you put your attention to it, it's exactly perfect.
Okay.
One more deep breath in and out. All right, right arm lifts, lean back, exalted warrior. Woo. Grip thighs up, gripping the front toes. All right, inhale, rise back up, straighten your right leg, reach your right arm forward. Come on down into triangle pose, Uttanasana. You put a block on the ground, hand goes either in front of or right behind your right foot. Look up at your left hand. Oh, yeah, it feels good. It feels good. One more full breath, everyone. Take a look at the ground, bend your right knee, and come down into like a warrior two shape. Left hand to the ground, warrior two shape in the legs. Walk your hands over to the left and then up towards the upper left corner of your mat. As you reach your hands up. Push your hips back and up. Back and up. Good. Squeeze the right glutes and rotate the right thigh so that your right knee moves back towards, what's that, the yellow wall. And you get long through the spine like you're doing down dog. And then now, let the body shake, like let it go through what it's going through. Let go of anything that came before class, everything that may or may not come out. So allow yourself to be right here, right now. Right in this effort, right in this focused breath. Good. Walk your hands over to the left. And now this time, point both of your toes slightly out. Good. And bend your left knee, walk your hands over to the left, straighten out your right. Then inhale, come back to center. And then bend the right knee, straighten out the left. Good. Go back and forth a couple times. All right, now the next time you have a bend in the left knee, we're gonna hang out there for a second. So keep the left knee as bent as you can. Maybe you pop the right toes up, come onto the right heel. So sometimes you can keep the left heel on the ground, and sometimes that doesn't really work. So if you need to lift the heel, it's okay. Put your left hand on the ground, lift the right arm up and twist. And press your elbow into your left knee. And take 2 deep breaths here. All right, exhale, lower your hand back down. And then switch around to the other side, bend into your right knee. Good. Right hand on the ground, right elbow in your knee, lift the left arm up and twist. Woo! You got it, guys. 2 more breaths. Just be right here, right in this effort, right in this moment, whatever it shows up. All right, exhale, lower down. Come back to center. Toes still point out, bend your knees. And then stand up. Put your hands together in front of your heart, sink down into your knees. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. Yeah. Good. Now, the inner thighs roll up and out, right? So you're consistently trying to draw the knees out. Pull your belly and your ribs back. And then just find something to focus on, like a point about, what is that called? Horizon, right? And let your breath settle down into your belly. Just a few more breaths. Because you're doing so amazing, everybody lift your right heel up there. And then lower back down. And then lift your left. And lower. Right, you want to try both? Give it a shot. Right, the whole idea is to fail. What if you just embrace it as like a way? Take 2 more breaths. All right, now try to lower the heels, straighten the legs, lift all the way up. Oh, doesn't that feel great? Turn towards the front of the leg, hands down, and then step your right leg back to plank pose. Good. Child's pose. It's so much easier to show up to life if the fear of failure is gone. Look, how many times has somebody asked you that question? Like, you knew you couldn't fail. What would you do? And part of me says, let's change that question to, I know I'm always going to fail, but here's what I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to keep failing until maybe I get it right. Or maybe I find another way. Or maybe I move in another direction. Or maybe I learn something. Good. Slide all the way forward onto your belly. And then roll over onto your back. All right, now grab a block and place it next to you. I forgot to do this at the beginning of class. Sorry. You're going to press your feet down into the ground, lift your hips, and place the block right underneath the sacrum. So the sacrum is just above your tailbone and just below your lower back. It's a triangular shaped bone, and when you sit on it, when you get your weight down onto the block, it'll feel stable. So when you feel that sense of stability, just let the arms rest to your side and close your eyes. And then kind of gently, but with intention, squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift your heart up. So you're stretching the front of the body. Now, you can keep your knees bent, or you can straighten one leg out, or maybe both legs straighten. Just listen to your body. This might be a lot for some. Yeah, good. You can lift your legs up into the air as well. That's perfect. Just find what's right for you as we start to wind down a bit. About 3 or 4 more breaths. Right, if your legs are lifted or straightened, let's all bend the knees again and put your feet flat on the ground. Take a deep breath into your belly and let it all the way out. Inhale, lift the hips and remove the block. And then lower your hips right back down to the ground. All right, straighten your left leg and place it flat on the ground. Then lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Then we'll interlace the hands around the right thigh again. But this time, lower the hands down so they're right above the groin, but really low on the thigh. Yeah, now really keep the interlace, so keep your fingers strong and push that lower part of your thigh bone into your hand. And as you do that, see if you can move your right hip away from your head, so you're lengthening the right side of your body slightly. Good, now keep the right leg as straight as you can, flex the foot, spread the toes. This is a thigh root, not really meant to be a hamstring stretch. Shoulders down slightly, everyone. Take about 2 or 3 more breaths. Excellent. We'll release this into half happy baby. So bend your right knee and then move your knee out to the right. Then reach your right hand inside of your right knee and grab onto your shin or your ankle, or if you're lucky, your foot. Then do your best to stack your right foot right above the right knee. You're going to need to rotate your right thigh bone to do that. Right thigh bone rotates towards the ground. So think of the femur bone inside your thigh, the inner edge rotating slightly down. It will help get that foot tracking a little more above the knee. Whew. Breathe here. Okay. Sure. Breathe. Guys, one more breath. Good. Now release and grab onto your right knee with your left hand and just pull it across your body and come into a twist. It might feel good to move your hips over to the right, so you're a little crooked in the body. Reach the right arm to the right. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale, come back to center. Right back onto your back, recenter your hips if you need to. And then straighten the right leg out onto your mat. Lift the left leg straight up towards the sky. Interlace your hands behind the left thigh and then lower the hands right down to right above the groin, so you're really low on the thigh. Good, then press that lower thigh bone into your hands. Keep the interlace of your hands. Good, see if you can move your left hip away from your head, so you're lengthening the left side of your body with this press. Keep the left leg as straight as you can, flex the foot, spread the toes, alternate snap shoulders down. Breathe. 2 more deep breaths. All right. Have happy baby. Bend your knee, reach your hand inside your knee goes wide, grab onto the shin or the ankle or perhaps the foot. And then do your best to stack your foot right above the knee. To do that, you'll need to roll your left femur, inner femur down. So you rotate that. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Nice job. Just breathe there. Two more breaths and then, oh, as you're ready, let's release into a twist. So grab onto your knee with your right hand and pull it back to the side. Your hips may want to go over the left, so just listen to your body. As you inhale, come back over onto your spine. Hug your knees into your chest just for a little symmetry. And then when you're ready, extend your legs out, arms to your side. Find Shavasana. Beautiful. Palms are up. Take some deep breaths. Let go of whatever came before this moment, whatever may come after. And just remind yourself throughout the rest of today to give yourself the grace to fail. Give yourself the grace to really just show up and let what happens happen. Enjoy a few more deep breaths. Begin with some really slow, gentle movements, maybe just rocking the head side to side or opening and closing the jaw. Eventually the fingers and toes wiggle. Arms and legs move. And reach your arms over your head, take a nice big stretch. Bend your knees and roll over to one side and do a fetal position. Good. Using your hands, press up to a Z. Thank you so much for showing up and sailing with me today. This makes a full life. We'll close our class today with one Om, followed by Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So let's take a deep breath in and breathe it out. Breath into Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can bow your head to your heart. To the light that shines in every one of us, I bow. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you. It's great to meet you. Yay. I'm Peret. If you need anything from me, just ask. I'm always available. And I'm here for the rest of the summer. I'm going to be teaching this class until the end of October when Beth gets back. So.